Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in as always. I appreciate it. It's been about a week or so since I made a video. I needed some time off just to let my sinuses heal. So as you guys know, I have sinus issues and it's allergy season. So here I am back feeling better. I wasn't on Hogarth's channel this past Saturday because I wasn't feeling good. So I'm sorry about that. And I won't be on this Saturday because I'm going to that Jane Austen style ball. So that will be exciting. I'll post a few pictures. Members, I'll make a cool video of the French mansion that is on the estate that I'm going to be staying at. And, you know, it's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. So we have a lot to cover today because, like I said, it's been a week. And I just want to remind members that tonight we have book club and we also have the live Ra channeling with questions and answers. You know, you can ask the Ra questions and, you know, he will pick as many of you as possible to answer your questions. At the very end of this video, we will do the 3-card pull and I will announce who gets the free subscription, okay, to membership. So let's dig in here. So you might have heard about House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, and you know he has all these recordings out there, doesn't he? Saying things like, "I've had it with this guy." He told 45 to resign. You know, he said like 45 should resign. He also, you know, told associates along with Mitch McConnell that they believe 45 was responsible for inciting the Jan 6 insurrection. So let's take a look at him. I believe he's at the border right now, stirring up more controversy, but let's take a look at Kevin McCarthy because I feel like he is in some hot water over that. I know allegedly 45 forgave him, but we know how that goes, right? He's a bit fickle. So let's take a look at Kevin McCarthy. What's going on with him? In particular, anything to do with his career or legalities. Oh, okay, so I had a card jump out. Hang on. Oh, interesting. So the card that jumped out is the Two of Swords. So he's at a crossroads and he's trying to make some decisions, right? So I think he was like on the fence about all of this. He wasn't feeling great about 45. He knew that January 6th wasn't a good thing. So where does his loyalties lie? You know, he's trying to play this game where he's everybody's buddy, you know, everybody's his friend. He wants everybody to like him. So his obstacle, the Temperance card, balance and harmony, right? So you don't want this card to be your obstacle card, right? This is a great card to get if it's not your obstacle or if it's not reversed, but yeah, this angelic being is his obstacle right now. So that tells me he's not feeling great about things. When I see the Queen of Swords come up and I'm asking if there's any legal issues, well, she certainly can represent that, can she? You know, she has that sword of truth, the sword of justice. She stands for morality and ethics, being impartial, fair. So, yeah, I think he's going to be put through the ringer legally. He has a ruthless battle ahead of him. You know, this is the card of abuse of power. And as that character is looking back at the other characters, he's asking himself, was it worth it? And what does it have to do with? It always seems to go back to this, doesn't it? You know, Page of Pentacles, it goes back to money. Money was involved with all of this, wasn't it? And so I think we'll find out even more. I suspect, you know, when we talk about January 6th, I don't see how we can take Russia out of the equation, right? I think there's been some mounting evidence, but we will see. All right, let me put these back. So Marjorie Taylor Greene last Friday did not have a good day, did she? She was at a hearing in Atlanta, Georgia. She had to testify for almost 4 hours over social media posts that were supporting January 6th. And I watched a little bit of it, and she kept saying, I don't remember, I don't remember, I don't remember. And then they started showing on a, gigantic TV, her making these videos inciting an insurrection. And so I think that probably jogged her memory a bit, but she didn't have much to say. And the whole hearing was about, is she constitutionally barred from running for re-election? So let's see if any of this is going to matter in the long run. Because like I've said before, she does have a fan base, right? I wouldn't just say followers or supporters. I mean, she seems to have a fan base. And so let's take a look and let's see if any of this mattered. So how is MTG gonna do? How is she gonna do? Politically, how is she going to do? She seemed very different to me on the stand, I have to say. Not quite as brash and brazen. She was a bit more meek and mild and full of amnesia, apparently. Okay, here we go. Okay, so she kind of feels like all these, arrows are being like slung at her. So she feels like she's getting attacked from here, there, everywhere. And interestingly enough, just like Kevin McCarthy, her obstacle is the Temperance card. So I know some of you like to know, this is 8 of Wands. She isn't feeling balanced and harmonious. There is no peace in her life right now. She's not feeling good about this interaction. So that's important. And I think that says a lot. But she's going to keep working behind the scenes. She's going to keep doing her thing. Here's the card of, working and making money, right? 8 of Pentacles. And so she's going to keep being her. I don't ever see her changing, seeing the light, any of that. So she's going to keep being her, working hard to do what she does. She is full of stress, worry, anxiety, having sleepless nights. So this could be quite serious, this tells me. That this could have a true and lasting impact on her. And 3 of Cups reversed. So when it's upright, it's great. It's a card of celebration and joy, having good times with friends. And so she is not having a good time right now. There's nothing in her life that's joyful, I think she feels. There is no joy. There is no celebration. And she's in for a legal battle. This is my card for a legal battle. And I know for some people, this could also be a card of like, there's a spy in the camp. Yeah, there could be somebody that does rat her out, that has ratted her out. But, I look at this Page of Swords as holding the sword of truth. And, I think for her, that's not going to be a good thing, right? I think maybe for the rest of us it is, but from her perspective, it's not a great thing, right? If I go out one more, she's feeling burdened and oppressed, But once again, if this character just bundled up the wands, put them on his back, he could stand up and see where he's going and move around a lot easier. And that's the 10 of Wands. So, yeah, I think she's going to struggle. I think she's in for a bit of a struggle. I think her energies have changed since the last time I read on her, which is why it's important sometimes to do updates on people, because things change, energies change. So now she's having a battle. So Putin says he delivered a draft of a document outlining peace talks to Zelensky. He said that he had delivered it to Zelensky. And Zelensky's saying, I've never received it. What are you talking about? And so I'm going to say Zelensky is saying the truth, because obviously he, I'm sure, would be in favor of peace. And so let's take a look at the possibilities of a productive peace talk. A productive peace talk, okay? So what is the likelihood of a productive peace talk between Putin and Zelensky? I don't think I'm really feeling all that favorable towards it, to be honest with you. You know, something I wanted to bring up too, if you remember, I've been saying for a long time that I believe Putin has Parkinson's. And I know a lot of you have said, you know, you think he has dementia. Well, there is a dementia that can go with Parkinson's, correct? But those officials from Belarus that recently met with him said his hands were shaking. And I thought that was interesting because that's also a sign of Parkinson's. So, you know, we could be looking at someone that is literally in the beginnings of dementia. And, you know, in the beginnings of dementia, you make poor decisions, right? That's how you know something's off. So, you know, time will tell, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one. Okay. So the first card I get for productive peace talks is the Devil. You know, a card of sinfulness, greed, people having their own agendas, you know, not wanting to cooperate and work with others, feeling chained down. I'm sure that's how Zelensky feels, like these two characters. So, yeah, it doesn't feel great. The next card, it's in the obstacle position. So when the Chariot is in the obstacle position, or if it's reversed, things are not moving forward. It could also mean someone's abusing their control of the situation, right? Because the two cards in the deck that talk about control is the Chariot and the Magician. So somebody abusing their power over a situation. Okay, so that would be Putin. And it not moving forward. Nine of Cups reversed, you know, the smug merchant. You know, when it's upright, you know, he's quite content and proud and boastful and, you know, maybe a little bit smug and that sort of thing. But here, you know, nobody's a real winner, right? Because when it's upright, the cups are all full, right? But now they're all draining out and walking away. Eight of Cups. So, you know, so it's interesting. So, you know, so we got 9 and 8 of Cups, and cups are about emotions, right? So this is an emotional ordeal, not having peace talks. And so a walking away. So yeah, I just don't see it happening. I really don't. If I go further out, stress, worry, anxiety, stress, you know, just nothing good, right? Sleepless nights, that kind of thing. So I think the chances of having productive peace talks are not good, unfortunately. So I wanted to talk about someone that unfortunately has been in the news, and that's Patrick Loyola. I'm part of me, if I don't say his name correctly, it's a very difficult name to say because he's from the Congo. Loyola. He is that 26-year-old man. He was a refugee from Congo living, you know, here in the States. And he had made a mistake with the license plate. He put it on the wrong car, I guess. You know, who knows if he even knew that that was a mistake. But anyways, you know, he was fatally shot in the back of the head. You know, the policeman had him face down, and you know, it was a kill shot. And so they did just recently name the officer. Not quite sure what's going on with that situation, but I wanted to take a look at, is Patrick going to get some justice? And I'll spell his last name. It's Lyoya, okay? But I mean, all because the license plate didn't match the car. You know, he was executed. That just seems so extreme, to say the least. So is Patrick going to get any justice? Is there going to be justice for him? Okay, so first card. All right, here we go. You know, 5 of Wands. Lots of conflict here surrounding the situation. Lots of people arguing, bickering, differing ideas and beliefs and values and morals, and people not seeing eye to eye. The obstacle, the card of disillusionment, Seven of Cups. Like I always say, the things inside of these cups are not real. People are not being grounded, down to earth, centered. You know, because there's fairies, castles, ghosts, baubles, you know, that sort of thing inside of these cups. And so, you know, and I think what it's talking about is we're not grounded in this. You know, when it comes to this, I mean, was the punishment worthy of the crime? You know, I mean, no, he shouldn't have had that license plate clearly on that car, but at the same time, to be shot in the back of the head just seems so extreme. Six of Wands, a card of victory, triumph, leadership. So somebody is going to take hold and, you know, move things forward, but also, you know, I mean, not total victory because the man has passed. But that implies to me that there is some justice coming. The Magician card, new beginnings, taking control of a situation to manifest the destiny that you want. And so that tells me, okay, yeah, it's going to come. However, it's going to be slow. The Hanged Man. So, you know, like we've said before, the wheels of justice turn slowly. So just have patience. It's coming, but not as fast as we would like. So I'm sure you all heard, Marine Le Pen lost to Macron. No surprise, right? You know, she was somebody that supported 45. She supported Putin. You know, not a good situation. She was the conservative candidate running against Macron. And but I really wasn't concerned about it because, I mean, we're heading towards fourth density, right? We're heading towards that heart chakra energy, the time of love and understanding. And I don't think we're going to go backwards. Not that Macron is perfect. He isn't. But at the same time, somebody that's going to take France and unite them with Russia and do some extreme things, pull them out of, you know, anything to do with Europe and the rest of the world, I don't see that happening. So I am not surprised. But I thought we could take a look at Macron. For Marine Le Pen, I mean, she's lost 3 times now. I don't think she's ever really going to give up. I think she is someone who's just going to keep going. I don't know what fuels her, but I think she's just going to keep going. So I wouldn't be surprised if we hear her name again. So let's take a look at Macron and his future, how he's going to do. I just keep seeing a big situation that he's going to have to handle. Something that he's not already dealing with. This is something new. But some sort of crisis that is coming up that he's going to have to handle, that he's going to be judged harshly for. He's going to be tested. I think in the coming months, he's really going to be tested, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what the cards are saying too. So the first card, 3 of Wands. You know, this is the card of sort of like, you know, maybe prospecting, waiting for your ship to come in, waiting for things to, you know, get better. So, you know, I'm sure France is having all the same difficulties. We are actually, I know they are, with like inflation and, you know, the supply chain and all of that. So yeah, he's waiting for things to get better, just like the rest of us. His obstacle, though, is he's going to have to persevere. And I think that's what I was seeing, like something to do with, there's something coming up that's really going to be challenging for him. So he's going to have to persevere. This is 9 of Wands. And people will judge him. Here's the Judgment card. So, you know, that's what I was getting. And I just said people are going to judge him harshly. And it's going to be a very emotional situation. Here's the King of Cups. So this, you know, there's going to be like a lot of passion and a lot of feelings involved with this. So I would expect a lot of protests and things like that. But, you know, here he is, the Fool, taking a leap of faith, you know, trusting in the universe and that sort of thing. You know, the Fool is very optimistic. He's the first card in the deck, right? He starts us on the whole tarot journey. And so I think he's going to be fine, but for some reason, I just get that he's going to be tested for some reason. There's something coming. I wanted to finish up with the wildfire situation in Arizona, New Mexico, and Nebraska. You know, that's been, you know, it just seems like it just grows, and I just keep hearing about it every day. And, you know, it's a terrible situation. You know, all the good vibes I can send to all of you out there, you know, please stay safe. But let's see if there's any relief, you know, if you're in Arizona, New Mexico, or Nebraska, if there's any relief coming for you with these wildfires. Okay, so there is some change coming. All right, so we get the card of drastic change, Knight of Wands. All right. But, you know, here's the Chariot as the obstacle. So somebody needs to take control of this situation. Somebody needs to take the bull by the horns, so to speak, and really be in charge and get this under control. Oh, but see, but then the next cards are all good. When I look at the next cards are all really good. So you get the World card. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of watching the situation for sure. But it also talks about ending one phase, starting another. The Sun, new beginnings, enlightenment. And then Ace of Wands, a fertile new beginning. So I'm going to say that there is some relief coming for you guys, okay? So hang in there. All right, let's do the 3-card pull, and then I will pick somebody for the membership, okay? All right, so I'm going to use the Fairy deck by Radley Valentine. I will let Spirit pick the 3 cards. Okay, I'm just going to take the top 3. Okay, so I got the top 3 here, and you want to just use your gut instinct on this. Don't think about it. Which card do you feel has a message for you? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, here we go. Card 1, 8 of Winter. And it says, you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Right? So work on that solar plexus chakra. Work on your self-confidence. Believe in yourself. You have what it takes, the universe is saying. Card number 2, King of Summer. And it says, a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. And the words at the top are honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. All right, card number 3, 9 of Winter. And it says, unfounded fear. Focusing on worst-case scenarios. Oh, how often do we do that, right? Allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Sometimes, you know, we're not mindful. We stay in our heads and we think of all of the what ifs, right? And we just go around and around thinking of every terrible scenario instead of saying, I'm so happy and grateful that I live a life of abundance, or that I live a life of ease, that sort of thing. Okay, so let me give this a little shake. Reach in. Try to just get one. And it is number 39. 39. So with the magic of editing, I will be right back. Okay, everyone. So I just counted down 39. I didn't put them in any particular order. I just did it straight down. And the name is R, just R. It's just R. And I can't tell what the picture is. The picture is a butterfly. It's a monarch butterfly with yellow flowers. So it's just R. So R, send me an email to dianestarot@gmail.com and I will hook you up with the highest level of membership, okay? All right, everyone, it was a pleasure making this video as always, and have a beautiful evening. Bye, everyone.